What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another awesome episode. Today's episode is very special because it's a first I've ever done in my whole life, and even on the channel, obviously. But I went ahead and purchased my new first hunting bolt action rifle. You know, what's so crazy is I've been into firearms for a long time. I've owned several rifles, and most of them being the AR-15 platform, but I've never ever had a bolt action rifle. You know, come to think of it, just looking back, I don't know why I didn't ever purchase one in the past. Maybe because I always had the notion that bolt action rifle is only for hunting, and I didn't really hunt back then. But hunting is something I want to implement more on the channel and really get into and just kind of learn and experience and bring you guys along for the ride. Because I think with outdoor stuff, with fishing, there's a strong correlation. If you like fishing, you also like hunting. It's not 100% the true all the time, but a lot of guys that I talk to who fish also tend to get into some kind of hunting, whether it be pigs, deer, ducks, whatever the case may be, turkey, down here, especially down here in South Texas. And another reason why I wanted to buy a first hunting bolt action rifle is because of the precision and how you have to really learn to place your shot, whereas you don't have a 30-round mag where you can just dump a lot of ammo into your target. You got to be careful. You got to selection, patience. It really teaches you the respect of precision firing, just learning to pick your target, if you know what I'm talking about. So without further ado, let me show you what we got today. And there she is, guys. Look at that. My first bolt action rifle. This rifle is made by Christensen Arms. If you guys don't know, Christensen Arms is a very highly regarded bolt action manufacturing company here in the United States. They make some high quality firearms, especially in the bolt action category. Now they do have some modern sporting rifles also, but they're really well known for their precision rifles like this one right here. This particular model is called the Mesa, and I got chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. The reason why I went with the Mesa is not only because it was my first bolt action rifle and I don't want to spend too much money. So this is, I guess you could categorize this as the lower cost model that they offer, but still a very high quality rifle because of all the tooling, the precision, the manufacturing, all that stuff is done in-house. And this is such a good bargain for the money. Now, Christensen Arms does have a higher model called the Ridgeline, and that was something I was really debating on purchasing, but then again, I am looking to spend about, I think, $700 more on top of this. So I decided, you know, being my first bolt action rifle, I would go with the lower cost one because I want to learn the ins and out of it, see if I actually really like it. And honestly, I really do like it. Maybe perhaps upgrading into the future for the Ridgeline, or maybe even going with a different manufacturer, or maybe, you know, doing something that's custom local here in Texas. I'm not sure. That's later on in the future, but the Mesa, I think, is a perfect match for what I'm looking for. So like I said, this is the 6.5 Creedmoor. Let's start from tip to butt. We have here a stainless steel 416 barrel. They make this in-house, so it is absolutely tough. Takes a beating, and it's super accurate. At the end here, you have threaded muzzle in a 1/2x28 thread pitch pattern. So if you want to add a can at the end in the future, you have the option to do so. I've opted to add the Tally Manufacturing Picatinny mount here on top, and then on top of that, I have the Vortex precision ring. The optics that I have is the Leopold VX3i model. It's a 3.5x10 50mm objective. Now a lot of you guys are probably going to ask me, Nick, why didn't you get something bigger? Because 6.5 Creedmoor, you're able to hit targets 500 yards and plus. And this scope right here that I have mounted on this rifle, honestly, is probably not enough for 500 yards. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But honestly, thinking in hindsight, or when I was trying to decide what scope to put on this rifle, I had a budget to work with, and I wanted something that's going to get me out to 300 to 350-ish yards, and this is perfectly fine. And I also wanted a big objective lens. 50mm is very big because it'll give me the best low lighting setting. You know, but thinking in hindsight, I should have spent a little bit more money and got the 4.5 to 14 with the 50mm objective, or perhaps the 42, 48. I'm not sure. Whatever model they have, and I would probably been more happier with that. But as it is, up to 300, 350 yards, this will work perfectly fine. But maybe in the future I'll upgrade to a Vortex or stay with the Leupold. I like the Leupold because they have a great reputation. This is actually made in the USA, so I'm really, really happy with that. With the Vortex line, that's in the same price range. Unfortunately, it's not made in the USA. I wanted to stick with the made in USA products. All right, as you see here, the bolt action is very smooth. I don't think this is a 60-degree throw. I think it's a little bit higher, maybe, I don't know, 80 degrees? I don't know, guys. If you guys know, chime in. But it's fluted. It's very nice, very smooth, very audible. The trigger that's offered by Christians in Arms is called Trigger Tech Trigger. The stock is very, very, very beautiful. It's made in-house. It's a carbon fiber composite. It has splashes of gold and black paint on it. It's like a very faint OD green type color, but it really matches with the barrel. The barrel right itself is bronze, and man, it's just very flattering, very, very nice, very sturdy. It's very lightweight. Oh, speaking of weight, this bolt action rifle is one of the lightest for the money. That's another reason why I decided to go with this. This itself, without any scopes or any mounting accessories, or just out of the box, is less than 6.5 pounds. That is super light for a bolt action hunting rifle. That's very precision, and that's one of the main reasons. I was actually debating in getting this versus the Browning X-Bolt Hell's Canyon, which is also a very, very light rifle, but the Browning is a little bit more expensive. I would say a few $100s more. So I just decided to save that money and put it into other things like ammo and practice and stuff like that. So that's why I got the Mesa 6.5. And I didn't look bad. I'm pretty happy. If you take a look back here, it has a very nice rubberized buttstock, very comfortable when shooting. As you see here, I also added a bipod. I think this is a great accessory to have, especially if you're trying to do that precision shooting. Now this rifle doesn't come with a magazine. You can load 3+1 in the barrel. That's one thing that I wish I would have thought of a little bit more carefully, because I think having a magazine is more convenient per se. And honestly, probably my next hunting rifle bolt action that I get, it might be a different caliber. I might stick with 6.5 Creamer. I'm not sure yet, but I will make sure that I do have a detached magazine right here. Yeah, but other than that, it's pretty simple, plain Jane, very high quality bolt action rifle that I'm going to start doing some hunting. Hopefully I can get my first whitetail buck in my life with this setup right here. Make sure you stay tuned for that, because those plans are in the works as we speak, because right now it is opening deer season. So I'm super excited here down in Texas. So yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Very pleased with this new rifle that I just purchased for hunting. Man, it is a tack driver. Oh, MOA guarantee is sub MOA at 100 yards. Honestly, that's going to be better than the way I shoot. I mean, I'm not a precision or a good riflesman in any means necessary. I mean, I've been shooting all my life, but when it comes to precision, long range, you know, tight groupings, that's not my forte. But with this rifle, the way it's built, the way it's designed from Christian Arms, I'm pretty sure I'll get pretty decent groups. So without further ado, let's go to the range, just sight it in, and see what kind of loads it likes. Alright, today's main objective, we are at the firearms range, is to get my new bolt action hunting rifle scoped in properly with the new scope, and on top of that, to find out which loads it likes. Certain hunting rifles, especially bolt action, they like certain loads. I got 2 of them, unfortunately, because of the current situation. Ammo shortage is a big thing, so I only have 2 type of loads. That's all I have to work with, but we're going to make the best of it and see if we can get some nice groupings downrange. Alright, here we go. The first 2 shots ever on the new bolt action hunting rifle. I just want to see where the bullet place is, and then we'll go from there. With the ammo crisis, I only have 2 two types of ammo that I'm going to be using. This one's made by Gorilla Ammunition. This is the 124 grain or 122 grain. This here is the Hornady Performance. Honestly, hopefully this gives me the groupings because I have 2 boxes of these, whereas I only have 1 box of these. So let's see how they do. First up is going to be the Gorilla. We're going to do a 3-shot group. By looking at it with my binoculars, looks like the grouping is like just below sub MOA shot group. So we're gonna let the barrel cool down, try the other load. Okay, for my second load, like I said, this is the Hornady Performance, but I have a feeling these will do better. All right, let's go see exactly how the groupings are. I think from me observing it on the binoculars and on my scope, it looks pretty good, but let's go see exactly. All right, man, just what I thought. Right here, this is the Gorilla Ammunition. About 1 MOA. I'm shooting pretty good. Right here is a Hornady. Hornady's going to give me the best groupings. I've had the best experience with Hornady. This right here is sub MOA. I guess we're going to keep with the Gorilla because that's all we have remaining, honestly. So let's talk about the accuracy. So Christensen Arms guarantees sub MOA. Let me show you guys what we did here. Right here, this was what I call sub MOA, and like I said, I am by all means not a good shot. As you can see right here, this right here was the Hornady ammunition I used. You can tell 3 shots right within each other. I am really happy with that. Now if you look down here, this is by Gorilla Arms, Gorilla Ammunition. You can tell it's right at, it's probably 1 MOA. And both of these shots were 100 yards, as you saw on the range. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Do you think I wasted my money on this whole setup right here? Is this not a good product for all you guys that are really experienced hunting riflemen out there? You guys know who you are. In my opinion, I'm pretty happy with this purchase. Like I said, it's my first bolt action hunting rifle that I've ever owned, and I think I'm pretty hooked, man. I think I'm going to look in the future to purchase a more precision, maybe a 308 bolt action hunting rifle with a shorter barrel, so I can use it to further enhance my hunting skills. Also, hit that subscribe button, guys. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you are notified when I do release a fishing video or future hunting videos. As I stated earlier in my channel, before the coronavirus all happened, that I want to implement some hunting videos on my channel to diversify it, because fishing and hunting, there's a strong correlation. If you like fishing, most of the time you like hunting. Thank you so much. I love every single one of you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not be able to do any of this or purchase any of these items. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.